All right, crew. It's almost a shame to come on and spoil the beautiful picture. Well, I'm sorry. Happen. Hell 21 making an appearance just because we had a hot woman on the screen, Hal. Good of you to come and remind me of your existence. Yes, it is good to see you, though, hon. Good evening. This a boys' stream, of course. It was until you showed up. Have you scared all the women off? Yes, I would say, except for for Wagon, but we all know that she is Justin Bieber in reality. Um, that was a good stream, wasn't it? Hey, Nemo, that was a really good idea. Respect to you. That little fish is on the mega grift for the B-Man. And I love it. Hello to all the new people, by the way. Jim Justice. Is the power going to your head already, bruh? Well, I trust you. Just we'll see. If you misuse the spanner, I will take it away. Just ask Richard Upton what happened the last time he misused a spanner. I took that power away. By the way, can everybody verify for me? TTT, is TTT the part of the crew? Can someone tell me if he's one of your crew? Because if he is, I'll mod him. Right? And Big Boy 4, let me know, okay? Apparently, Big Boy 4, if that was my daughter in the pic, I'd beat her. What, before she got that attractive, mate? Yeah? Do it before. Then you don't have to beat her as often. True. But then again, isn't that just a better way of guaranteeing the continuation of your genetic heritage? So it might just be something you have to bear. The notion of some guy pounding someone with your face. Freaky. Well, I know that I think some of my crew were definitely fans of the stream we just came from. I'm going to have to go back there, and they invited me on their stream. You'll have to get me up to speed with the name of the two hosts, everybody. So I'm a total noob to that channel. Literally found out about it today. So let me know who everyone is, and I'll try and get up to speed. Um, right, what else we got? Who's who? Right. Oh yeah, Matt the American. Well, let me see. Are you modded, Matt the American? Because you're one of. No, you're not, but you should be, shouldn't you? Oh shit. Hang on. Matt the American. Where's he gone? Right, Matt, you should be a moderator now. Amazing. Um, man, the chat's getting away, isn't it? It's crazy. We got a few people in. This is good. That was fun. That was a nice little grift. The little fish. That was nice. The cross pollination, sub sharing, expansion of the network campaign benefits everyone. That's what we've got to do. And we're basically approximate size, me and that channel. So nice, love it. Bigfoot and Arnie's here. Good to see you. Hell, 21. Scotty's back. What did you say, Scotty, in the end? Because I know how it is, brother. Like they're hit and miss and stuff until you sort of figure out how you come across in this sort of form and stuff. So I'm just saying, if you want to jump on and get it back, brother, that's my take on it. You might have a different take. You might hate me now, but I don't think I was treading on you or whatever it was you said. I was just being me. But if you want to come on, oh, Mr. Hugh, good to see you. But if you want to come on, Scotty, get it back, then just be slightly less Australian, and it'll be fine. It's a joke. I always have to tell Australians that I'm joking in case they kill me. Um, right. Sup, brother? Yeah, I love that picture, by the way. That is I do. I've seen you in Jesse's chat, Tar Baby Yoda. I know you. I know I've tried to grift you before. Well, I got you here in the end, thanks to the little fish dude. Anyway, uh, What are you saying? What are you saying, honey? What is she saying? um, I'll leave you. I know. I just saw the other message to your gay club thing. Have fun. It's not really a gay club. I mean, obviously there's more there's more men at the strip club that aren't working. You know what I mean? But we're not there to see each other, honey. So stick around. You'll get you'll get more attention than from the horses. Actually, that's probably not true. Knowing what she gets up to with the horses. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Point Fire, good to see you. Point Fire, good evening, conspiracy realists. Yes, I've seen a few memes. That reminds me of what do you call it? Conspiracy. Oh, corruption theorists. That's one of them, isn't it? Conspiracy realists or corruption realists or corruption theorists. Yeah, so ridiculous. Who we got? Scotty. Yeah, I've already said hello, Scotty. Richard Upton. The power went to my head, and I had this my spanner uh, privileges taken away from me. It is true. Richard Upton is here as a stark reminder for you all not to misuse the spanner. I'm in the gang. You might get in the gang. I'm trying to find out if you are in the gang. Can someone tell me? Oh, Raymond's saying TTT cool. All right. That's all I needed to hear, boys. See, your brother's got your back. Now you're in the gang. Now you are a B Mason, TTT. Oh, what? You didn't mean to accidentally join a cult. Too late. Just joined a joke cult. Yes, everyone with a blue spanner is a B Mason. And Hell 21 will initiate you. Hell 21 will initiate you at the. Well, we haven't had a poor man's disco for a while, but just at the JLP after party. Yes, how about at the JLP after party after party? She'll initiate you. One of the guys. I got it, bro. I got it. So yeah. So it's actually midweek chill stream, but I've kind of got it into my head that I might get some people up. So it depends what you want to do. But if anyone wants up, let me know. I'd certainly like to get Wagon up if she's game for it, but we'll see. Jim Justice, why you guys banned TTT? Who banned TTT? Who did it? Did someone what? Oh, is that just before I is that just before I thingy modded him? He's not banned, he's still there, he's happy, isn't he? This is a mod only meeting. No, no, no. You're good. You're good. It's all it is that we get trolls in. Well, we got trolls in early on, and it just turned into a thing. And now I just mod everyone who's cool, which is everyone except Richard Upton. No, not only playing. Still love you too, Richard. But um, oh man, the chat's got yeah, the chat's pounding, man. It's I can't even I can't keep up with you guys. In fact, it's not me that can't keep up. It's StreamYard. It's gone super slow. Miss Space Cake's back. That's good because we weren't gone for too long, were we? Um, right. Well, I've basically missed a bunch of your things. What are you saying? What is this show about? Well, this particular show is about having a nice little chill in the week, mid all of the apocalyptic bullshit, dude. Um, yeah, yeah. This is just this particular sesh is a case. It's a show designed to aid in regrouping. So, but it's just a chilled one. It's just a shoot the shit one, whatever. But on the whole, generally speaking, it's basically comprised of people that sees what's going on, same as yourself, to do with the nonce woke order, and we are, well, yeah, it's just our own little non jibber jabbed party stream, basically, and cross pollination, network building, uh, channel, something like that. We are also, like yourselves, a spontaneously developing network. Miss Space Cake, I will bid our bee a good night. Good night, honey. Good to see you again. Um, Scotty FJC, Australian resistance, outstanding. It's getting there, man. It is getting better, that's for sure. Um, you got the power. Tune. Richard Upton. Remember that tune? I do. Richard Upton, what you lot think about Boris Johnson there? I smell a UK lockdown this Christmas. I've been telling my fam that that was going to happen 6 months ago. I told them that shit was going to happen. Of course. In fact, well, we're pretty much there, really. I mean, already they're pushing the passports, the jab passports for nightclubs. So unless you've had the first two, you can't get in. And then they said they'll review after that to see how the booster campaign's going. So, what a joke. Sagapore, Hell 21, haven't seen him for months. I would like to keep it that way. Oh, right, I missed something. Don't know who they're talking about. Oh, right, I presume Paul or something, but okay. What, exactly. Jim, no, what happened? Did I miss something? Did Jim actually get, do not pay attention, it was a joke. Okay, I don't know if, I'm just going to assume that everything's okay. Let me know if things aren't okay. Right, okay, you've been telling me it's a joke. I'm just going to have to assume that that's true. Big boy, Jesse Lee Peterson is black and slow. I rest my case. What picture is that? Oh, like some anime sort of stuff or something. I don't know what that is. Right, let me check this. Hola, buenas noches. Um, Jesse Lee Peterson is black and slow, and I rest my case. Exactly. All trademark lines of JLP for anyone who doesn't know. Good to see you, folk. It's good. 29 people in. That's pretty good turnout. Nice to see you all. Jim Justice, does your mom know you are using her Wi-Fi? I'm not using her Wi-Fi. I'm in my own apartment now, and I have not been with mommy for some time. But I have recently escaped a drug den where we used to get free Wi-Fi from next door. But I now have my own Wi-Fi, Jim Justice. Good of you to ask, though. Good of you to ask. Miss Space Cake, Bojo is a clown. Bojo is literally a clown, yes. Upton, he is Space Cake. He certainly is. He's success. I regret voting for that fucking clown, but he seemed like a viable candidate at the time as it pertained to Brexit. But okay then. That was when it was still potentially deniable that he might be an elitist scumbag, even though all the signs really pointed to it. But he played up to the populist thing. But anyway, Art Matters was playing Journey last night. Yes, I'm old. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. You must be very old if I don't know what that is. Step Bro, Jen's in. Good to see ya. Hey, Step Bro. Hey, everyone. It was good to see you, honey. Tar Baby Yoda. Jesse Lee Peterson would whip your ass. Fact. He'd whip my spiritual ass. And in a way, my intellectual ass. Although me and him are cut from similar cloth at the end of the day. So we'd just be in a total agreement fest. Like, you ever see his most recent Fallen State with Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin, right? Where Jesse was basically just saying it was the best interview he'd ever had. That'd be Jesse with me, maybe, allegedly. I think we'd get on. I do. And I actually do plan to be on the Fallen State one day. You mark my words, I will do it. You'll see. You'll all see. Samuel the Swede. Hey, Samuel the Swede. were you Samuel the Swede? You were the host on that show, right? Jim Justice. You should know. Move out your mama's basement. Thank you, Samuel the Swede. Well, I'm going to presume that Samuel the Swede was the Swedish guy on the show we all just raided. And I'm going to preemptively give him a spanner. And actually, Michelle67, I'll give a spanner to as well. I see you. I see you, Michelle. There you go. You get to earn a spanner for doing absolutely fuck all except knowing all the right people. Um, where's that Swede gone? I can't, for some reason, I can't, right, bear with me. Everything's a little bit slow here, folks. Hang on. Poor StreamYard has never had this many people on my B channel all at once. Right, where you gone, Matt the Swede? Or not Matt the Swede, the Swede. Samuel the Swede, there you are, I see you. It's a good show you got there, dude. Samuel the Swede, are you like a regular caller into the Jesse Lee Peterson show, by the way? There is a Swedish guy that calls in there all the time, right? Unless I've got that wrong. It's all right. I'm just going back and making a bunch of people mods. Trying to... Yeah, I think I got most of you, or all of you. If you got a problem with my my judgment when it comes to modding, let me know if you think I've missed you. But anyway, well, what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to skip past you all. But that fucking troll, Jim Justice, is ruining the show. Exactly, I agree. What the? I'm going to call into if Jesse fucking makes it back. Because I was trying to call Jesse. I was trying about 3 different days to call Jesse. I even got in at the end of one show. I got in the last hour for one show. But everyone just kept talking so much crap that I couldn't get on. So I waited probably an hour and 20 minutes or something. And anyway, this one person drew it out. And it literally got to the point where Jesse said, and there is a show where Jesse says at the end, Pete from the UK, I'm so sorry, I'm so out of time, or whatever it is he says. So I hope that's not the closest I ever get to speaking to the man, the legend, Jesse Lee Peterson. But we'll see. Love this stuff, B. Night, night. I see you, Miss Space Cake. Night, night, honey. Good luck. And Hell 21, are you going to call me soon? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my call. B is his own man. Yes, I am my own man. Wow, that's like some whamming sagging for me. Sagging for me. I just saw Saggy Paul's message. Sagging, don't sag for me, please. Argentina. I hear Liverpool. You actually Liverpool, or have I got the wrong end of the stick or something there? Anyway, 6 thumbs up, 19 watching. Come on, guys, hit that dislike button. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. No one cares anymore. Now no one can see that I'm mostly disliked. Jim Justice, my mom's... How many have you got, dude? My mom's made it through double bypass heart surgery, guys. So far is well... They say it's a glorious evening to me. What? I'm sure that was genius, dude. If only it was written in English at the end. But that just sounds brilliant. And I'm sorry to hear of your gain. Raymond 11, I agree, Hiveless. On the cross stream would be a lovely show. Well, I'll do it, man. I'll jump on that shit. And by shit, I mean brilliant shit. I will. Well, I appreciate the invite. And you know... you guys are unwelcome. You guys can jump on here anytime, like, as well. Just so everybody knows, Thursday is usually the day that I invite just anyone on at all. But it has honestly started to turn into any stream that I feel like it, basically. So, you know, but... Honey, you just spend your whole time in the chat saying, I have to go now. Okay, I'm going now. It's a bit like me. and my shows, son. Okay, I gotta go now. And then 2 hours later, I'm still live. Uh, oh, matters. Hi, Hal. Good evening, chilling with the B crowd. Good. Well, I hope so, dude. I only wish that I could have a sort of image of that whamming in the background. In fact, I could theoretically once someone, when you get multiple people up and the uh, the screens sit back and you've got the image on the screen, the background image. I could actually put a sexy whamming as a background image. To be fair, I might do that. Right. He good at that. I miss something. Um. Right. So I'm just scanning. Let's see, Jesse. Jesse whips Hake and Chris. Hake's coming to his own, man. To be honest, Hake is on the next level now. I'm a big fan of Hake now. He was quite shy when I first got to watching them, but Hake's he's in his own world now. Nick has been doing an amazing job. I think he's a great talent. I think Jesse's institution is in fine hands with those boys, really. So, so that is good. Samuel the Swede, Jim Justice, she survived. I didn't know if that's good news. Yeah, because Hell 21 Saggy, make sure you hit the unsubscribe button too. Yes, thanks, Hell. Ever helpful. What a wonderful girlfriend you would make. Wow. Would you just be outside my house inviting people in? Here you go. Take whatever you want. No one cares. Miss Space Cake, B is his own man. Oh, yeah, I already did that one. Thank you. What are we saying? Hiveless B and cross stream equals the crossover we need to see. Forgive yo mama. TTT, exactly right, brother. That is exactly I call it cross pollination. Funnily enough, I didn't know there was such a stream. You should never cross streams. Very good name, boys. Well, actually, Hell 21 was accusing us lot of being in the in a camp party something. But no, their channel is literally named after men pissing together. So, whatever, Hell. But also, shit, I'm trying to steal all of their friends. Stick around. Please. Don't be scared off. Just so you know, the cult you've just joined is strictly heterosexual initiations, guys. So, I got you, fam. I know my audience. I do. It's pretty much Jesse Lee Peterson's audience, yeah. And by the way, cross stream, grifting from the best audience in the world, just like myself. Tar Baby Yoda, I think you will be on the fallen state. I will be on the fallen state. You mark my words. If we'll see, man. I hope Jesse is fine. I hope Jesse's okay. I do. What are we saying? The Swede, nah, it's good. I will get my own phone plan soon. Very funny. Matt was the rabbi. Matt was the rabbi. What does that even mean? Jesus. Matt was the dude called Jesus. Now he's Matt the American. Good to know. Scotty, what size feet do you got? At least a foot long. I'd say, Hell, at least a foot long. Which 12 inches. Uh, love this fam. You too, honey. You too. Matt the American, we're all mods here. Mostly, dude. Mostly. There's good reason for it. Without getting into it too much. Let's just say that there are, although I might come to a point where I don't mod absolutely everyone. I know I've been saying that for a little while, but it serves for me to know that you are who you claim to be. Let's just put it that way. Like I said, Some major troll grifting goes on in these parts. That's all you need to know. Samuel the Swede, Hiveless B, yes, I'm the one. Yes, good. Well, it was a great show, dude. Very nice to meet. Oh, you're the one that calls in. Yeah. Nice, man. Well, I'm gonna call in like I've been telling Nemo for a while, for a few weeks that I'm gonna call in, and yeah, I want to get it. I want to tell Jesse how he helped me heal my heart of hatred. True story. This crew has already heard me tell that story a few times, but I want to tell Jesse. I want to thank him because it is thanks to him that I had a major breakthrough in that regard. B, you freaking rock, and you freaking rock. Staying awake past your bedtime, Miss Space Cakes, reminding us all that you have to leave, and still insisting on how amazing I am constantly. That's what I need in my life. I need more real people just like you. In fact, I just need a family that consists of several people just like Miss Space Cake, and I'll be fine. Art Matters Journey. Oh, let me check this is working. Hello. Good. Art Matters Journey, best American ever. What the American orientated rock music? All right. Okay. American orientated rock music. That sounds like someone doing an American accent then. Journey. Okay. Bradley Smith. Hello, Bradley Smith. Glad everyone here made the list. Schindler's List. Bradley Smith. Are you? Is Bradley Smith from the crew, people? Can you let me know if Bradley Smith is from the crew? But nice to see you, Bradley Smith. Jim Justice, Samuel the Swede. He doesn't even remember you guys. Is he high? No, it's just he's really important and, doesn't worry himself about trying to dedicate a little bit of extra RAM to remembering who his specific crew is. And I'm starting to get that way, folks. Yes, just about 20 more subs, and I won't give a shit about any of you either. Michael Hayward, is this the live prostitute auction? Well, if it was, we've only got about 3 on sale. Hell21, Michelle 67, and Matt the American. Sorry, Wagon, no one likes Justin Bieber. Fact of life. 31 watching. Well, nice to see you, 31 watching. And if you haven't subbed yet, sub, but don't only sub, hit the bell button, or you'll miss out on all of my sexy thumbnails. So do it. Hell21 is the Australian 12 larger than a UK 12? Good question. All I know is that the last pair of Adidas that I got were half a size too small, even though, well, yeah, I don't get it. Shilling for the Asian market or something. I think it was an Asian 10.5, but whatever. Jim Justice, I feel like I'm getting swindled. I think what he means is he was waiting for his family heirloom to come in, Jim. I don't know. Anyway, I shouldn't presume. I shouldn't presume. They say you shouldn't talk about politics, religion, or some crap. The Illuminati during polite dinner parties or some shit. Well, probably me presuming to know how you feel about. Was it your mother's triple bypass heart surgery or some shit? I'm sure I butchered that and I've totally cocked that right up. But anyway, that should probably be a 4th thing that you shouldn't talk about at the dinner table. Michelle 67, thanks. I'm white and privileged. What can I say? Very funny, Michelle. Very, very funny. Richard Upton, yes, Michael, and your mum's up first. Damn, starting to grow on me again, Richard. Keep being funny like that, and I might reconsider taking your spanner off you all over again, just for fun. Matt the American, but I do like you, Richard Upton. I can't help but think you might actually be active shooter because you are about as funny as the dude. Really. Samuel the Swede, Hybris B. I used to call into Jesse Lee Peterson and Hake all the time before what? Before I became famous on YouTube. Well, I've called in on Hake before. I actually have the Hake call hand. In fact, I wouldn't play all of it, but I might play a little portion of it just to remind you. Well, just because that's the crew that we've got, and I might actually wet your whistle. Oh, actually, yeah. Why don't I do that? Hang on, hang on. I got a slow StreamYard. Ah, here we go. Right, where is that? Right, get a load of this, man. I'll play a little bit of it, just to remind you of the time that I went on the Hate Show. So I'm not going to play much of it, but I'm just going to play a very small amount of it because we got the Jesse crew in, and why not? Here you go.
Hello, Hake. Really nice to speak to you finally. It's been a few years of me watching, but I'm a big fan of yours and Jess's.
Nice.
And the boys, so hello.
Right on. The boys being the experts, JLP's experts?
Oh, Chris and the experts, absolutely, brother. Of course.
Nice.
Of course.
Right on.
No, so my question for you is quite interesting because my question for you is, what do you think about comedy's role in countering tyranny? And the reason I ask is because I'm actually a musician originally, but I've been drawn essentially to create a YouTube space, let's say, because I see the funny side of what's being pushed. There's a lot of humor to be had, and there's also a lot of fear. So I basically set up a space where I just take the mickey out of the globalists and Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab trying to take over the world, and Susan Wojcicki trying to censor everybody, and Mark Zuckerberg. And so, yeah, I want to hear what you think, basically, about that. What do you think about comedy's role in countering tyranny?
I think there is a place for being funny at the right time, and for fighting, telling the truth. There was a guy who died, and then after he died, I realized that he was actually this brilliant person. What's that guy's name who just died? Norm Macdonald. Mm-hmm. He seemed to be a funny but truthful man. JLP isn't necessarily trying to be funny, but he's funny naturally.
Yes.
And he's fun-loving, but yet he's serious when needed. There are people I've heard both things so I'm a little hesitant to go full for comedy because you don't want to just be trying to be funny all the time. That can get it's kind of like I've heard some of the people who criticize the great Ben Shapiro for his sarcasm. Because Ben Shapiro gets sarcasm, he'll be like, "Oh, really? This is where we are right now? Really? But there's no fighting back." And he will just kind of go along with the political correctness to a point. He'll play within the bounds. And
well, Shapiro, in my point of view, is quite the sellout, but we don't have to get into that.
Yeah, aside from
I get
that,
your main point, yeah.
I've heard...
Aside from that, yeah.
I've heard sarcastic but not funny at all, says Chris. Yeah. I've heard one guy say, I think it was... I'm blanking on his name. Jesse something. He's on Twitter. Okay. He has his own show. And he's said that one of the greatest, and I don't know if he's right about this, but he claims one of the greatest weapons against the communists is mocking them. Memes, for example, are excellent. Thank you for the AC. It feels great, by the way, Nick and Chris. Memes, Jesse Kelly. Memes... People, the people who are disempowered and marginalized, the whites who are kicked off of most of the internet, they have to go to foreign servers to go on. They have to go to foreign Telegram to have any type of social media. They can't even have like a supposedly pro-free speech American servers servicing them. Those guys have memes to deal with, and some of those memes open your eyes to like the reality of what's going on. And sometimes they're, every now and then they could be misleading, but they can open your eyes. Now, I've heard other guys say, and that really gets under the liberals, the communists' skin, because they realize that that's effective. But there are other people who've said, there was an older man who said once, that part of the problem with comedians is they're just always trying to be funny, and it's performative. It's not genuine. It's not led by the spirit. It's led by their intellect, their dark intellect. So
Great point.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, on that, I just say that, like I say, I'm not primarily a comedian, but I found myself, like you say, I think the best form of comedy is the one that comes from the spirit in truth and counters the fearful propaganda of, say, such platforms as, well, the left in general, or the sort of, well, the globalist sort of, think about the big portion of their agenda that requires you to be in a state of fear in order to sign on to it. Like, look at the news.
Yeah.
Look how dry it is. And like you say, Jesse Lee Peterson, natural playful attitude. I'd go so far as to say you, Hake, natural playful attitude. Chris, Nick, you know, that as long as, I suppose that's more what I'm talking about, is a playfulness. So I loosely call it comedy. My channel is truth comedy, fundamentally. But yeah, I think some truth channels are a little bit on the heavy side.
Right.
And it's just something I've noticed. I feel drawn into the fight, brother, because I have never been on YouTube. I've never done this before. Like I said, just a musician.
How old are you?
But drawn to be part of the conversation, you know?
How old are you? If you don't mind my asking.
I'm 37, brother.
Nice.
37, so this is quite, right, so I'm quite late to the show, but like, I just see what's funny about how serious and rubbish their plans are, the globalists, man. I mean, what are they actually trying to do? At the end of the day, without getting too much into it, but yeah, it looks pretty, turn us all into robots and sort of maybe, well, I won't get into that because I don't know what we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say, but let's just say I don't think they want most of us around.
Right.
They want us all to live in crappy little smart cities, joined up to the Borg, and with Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates in charge. So, mate, you know, I'm saying I love what you do. I mean, would you ever do shout-outs or not? Because I could just tell Nick what it is behind the scenes. Because I want you boys at least to come and check me out.
Yeah. Well, what is it? You can tell me.
Oh, thanks, brother. The channel is called Hiveless B, the letter B, not the word B, Hiveless B, Comedy and Truth. Your boys, I'm trying to find my audience. I've only got 100 subs, so...
Hiveless, meaning having no hive?
Exactly, not being part of the Borg mind, brother.
And B-E-E, like a honeybee.
Yeah, it is a B.
Okay.
Well, it is, but I've spelt it just the letter B, like Plan B.
Okay.
So it's Hiveless B. But
all right.
I'll smash something in the chat, not the link, but just I'll say something so people can see who I am. But I love you, Hake. I want to get on Jesse's soon, so hopefully I'll speak to you all again.
That sounds good, Pete. Appreciate your call. Take care.
Nice one, Hake. Thanks, mate.
All right. Bye. Yeah, I mean, they say the joy of the Bible says the joy of the Lord is my strength, right? No black pills. Although some of the black pill people are telling more of the truth than the. I don't know if I've heard any false white pills. I'm not that into white pill stuff. White pill means hope, glimmer of hope. Black pill means it's over. It doesn't mean give up though. I don't think the black pill people necessarily give up. But do not despair. Hake has no idea about the beehive. Says, are you talking about the what's that woman's name? Beyonce? Anyway.
So is this sound still working? Let me just check this. Yeah. So it was kind of cute, you know. I was a little bit nervous. I think you could sort of tell. I was a little bit nervous, but it was a good little chat, you know. I got through it. I sort of made my main points. I think I could do a better job if I did it again. But you know, it was good to speak to Hake. But at least all you guys that never got to catch that can got a little insight into my call that I did a couple of months ago to Hake. But what are you saying, Michelle? On Hake actually. Hake's delivery has really improved. Yes, it has. It used to be extremely painful to listen to him, but I endured, and he is great. Absolutely. He used to be incredibly shy, didn't he? But I tell you, the funny thing about Hake is whenever he goes into, whenever Jesse asks the experts, you know, Hake has always got this he has always got this black pill kind of down on himself set of presumptions. So it's always surprised me because he knows what the right answer is according to Jesse, but he always tends to the over humble answer, which always sort of surprises me. And then Nick, yeah, Nick still admits that he's getting there, you know. Anyway, right, where are we at? So I've been spending most of that time just trying to scan through the chats and actually get up to speed. So do forgive me if I'm skipping your comments, because it's not all about just reading them all out, but I do prefer it when I get into time with you guys. But what do you think of that anyway? B is Shooter. How am I Shooter? I mean, that would be quite amazing if Shooter was a fiction of my imagination the whole time. That would be quite amazing, especially because he's been sending me emails, and these personality split required for me to believe that he's legitimately been sending me emails would be Fight Club level shit, if that was true, Sagapur. Specific crew. Wow. Yes, you are a specific crew, Jim Justice. Yes. You know, you picked me up on that, huh? Of all the things, you picked me up on that. Okay, then. Matt the American, for Hiveless B. B don't know Journey? No, I don't actually. It is a band then. All right. I'll look. I'm not very cultured, dude. I just spent my time listening to Mozart and Beethoven and Ting. 9 of 3000. I've taken the midnight train to anywhere. I'm going to assume they are song lyrics and not a very strangely formed sentence. I've taken the midnight train to anywhere. That would imply that anywhere was the actual location. In which case it should be a capital A, because it's a noun. I like him, but wow. That was almost as passive aggressive as my mama, Jim Justice. Whatever do you mean? You've got my backup now. Careful now. Upton is Shooter. McGavin? No. Active Shooter. Active Shooter is a regular mod. And it was a regular sub, sorry. And, you know, a lot of our subs get to playing around with pretending to be other people, aka the Google mod that you just met. Or have you even had the courtesy of meeting Susan Wojcicki yet? That's right. Susan Wojcicki comes to my chat box often. I've had them all in. I've had Susan Wojcicki in the chat. I've had I don't think I've actually had Mark Zuckerberg yet, have I? I'm not actually sure. In fact, I'm not sure. I think we've definitely had Susan Wojcicki. She's a regular. We've had Greta Thunberg as well. We've had George Soros. We've had Gruber, was it, as well, from Hello, who I didn't know because I've never watched that program. Anyway, Bradley Smith is of the crew. That's all I needed to hear. Matt the American, thank you. I'm glad I saw that one. Let me rectify this. Oh, and Sherelle Snow is in as well. Enjoy your bath. Well, someone's having a bath. Don't we in the bath again? I don't know who you guys are talking about. I've missed something. A bath in my nighty, as that's a thing now. Right, okay. You guys are all getting on a mad flirt or some shit. Whatever. You can all flirt with my future girlfriend. That's totally fine. Right. Although I will be inspecting the chat box later to see if anyone's crossed the proverbial line. Because I'm all for humor, but you know, I actually may want to start a family with that woman one day. And oh no, too late. Someone already beat me to it. Too bad. Right. In fact, several people did. Art Matters, Jim Justice, live album, captured, awesome. Right. Oh, right. So actually, Hell 21 seems to think that she's had some special insight into the nature of Richard Upton actually being shooter, and I was having my suspicions too. But yeah, maybe you can explain to me, Hell, why specifically you think that, because I do probably need to have that explained to me. Thank you. Samuel the Swede. Hiveless B, you want to be a guest on the cross stream Sunday 19th December. Yes, that sounds good, dude. You can contact us this email. Perfect. All right then, brother. Yes, well, just watch out because, like I said, there's a bunch of trolls knocking around and things like that. So just make sure it's definitely me that does contact you. But I'll, you know what I'm saying, bruh. You probably shouldn't have sent it to me this way, but that's okay. Happen. But I do appreciate it, mate. I'll be in touch for sure, and I'd love to do that, brother. Would love to, definitely. Matt the American, and yeah, and email me what the subject matter is so I could sort of wing it better. Matt the American, he is way back in the chat. Well, I was trying to catch up. I know, but I've sort of been blasting through ever since. And hang on. Well, as long as you guys have been having a good time in the chat, that is the main thing. After all, I just get in on some of it. 32 people watching. I actually think that might be a record, to be fair. Good times. I'm not on meth. I recognize that name. I know that name from Jesse's streams. I'm not on meth trucking. Pre-soul patch, yeah. Lesbian. Matt the American, very funny. Well, like I said, it was kind of cute. Like I said, I was a little bit nervous, but I got through it. Whatever. Don't judge me. It was nice to speak to Hake. Hake was lovely. I mean, Hake was on form in that conversation. He hit the nail on the head. To be fair. He took my point on and took it to the next level. So yeah, awesome. I'm not on meth trucking. Well, I'm not on meth trucking. I'm right in saying you're part of the crew, aren't I? I'm damn sure I've seen you on Jesse's crew. And if you are new to these parts, then please sub, because I do stream quite often. And I know you guys are the most dedicated of the YouTube chat box lurkers with no real lives. So, just preempt the next time that you're wandering around YouTube's like a friendless zombie, and you might want to already be subbed to me for when my latest sexy whamming thumbnail drops. FYI, just FYI, just FYI. Is everyone having a good one? Right, I might just, you know what I might do? Oh, right, that was a bit ago, wasn't it? What was you saying? Comedy is the remedy. Yes, Tar Baby, exactly. That's my point. Sounds like Ringo Starr. Sorry, that's right. Matt the American, you've been saying that sound a bit. You're right, and I'll tell you exactly what you're picking up on. Very good instincts. Sounds like Ringo Starr. It's why I remember it. I hear the Liverpool. Well, actually, do you know where you're picking that up from? From my dad. My dad was from Liverpool. And I've picked up some of the intonation and the sort of way they speak and the song, but also, as a big Beatles fan, so a bit of it as integrated. It's there as part of the song, But and don't forget, I also look a bit Rubber Soul-esque. All right, they're a bit younger then, but there's a bit of a, Beatles. All right, maybe more Abbey Road, but I do have a bit of a. In fact, Rubber Soul, don't think any of them donned beards, so yeah, it would be more Let It Be. Or Abbey Road, wouldn't it? Or if I got rid of this, Sergeant Pepper's. But you're not wrong, brother. Very good. Second-hand Liverpool, though. So that is some fine. There's a fine hero you got there, Matt the American. I almost think. I mean, how could you pick that up being an American? It's just, can't really fathom that an American could pick up on that subtlety. That is crazy. Because I'm actually Midlands. I'm actually Birmingham. So most people from the UK would recognise me as having a very soft Midlands accent, essentially. Anyway, comedy is the remedy. Tar Baby Yoda. Absolutely. I think I'm funny too. Yes, exactly. TTT. Yeah, I know. I know. That was way back in my career when I thought I was going to be a comedy stream exclusively, but I think I'll leave that to the professionals. I'll just be stupid occasionally. I'm not on Meth Trucking, best name ever. Send Hake Music. His is horrible. His is horrible, actually. To be fair, do you know what? Fucking genius idea. I'm not on Meth Trucking. Um, that's genius, mate. Because actually, if I want to get some shout outs, yeah, you're exactly right, brother. What actually passes the criteria? Because doesn't Hake just sort of choose his stuff from his youth? You know, when he was younger, the stuff he used to listen to. And does there have to be something about Jesus in there or not? I mean, to be fair, most of my stuff always has a hint of something to do with enlightenment anyway. So he'd probably do it. He'd probably do it. Matt the American, I said Paul. I missed something there, Raymond. Sorry. Our matters. Jim Justice. Escape album was the sound of my 80s youth. Okay. Samuel the Swede. Hake's old beard makes me just feel good. uh, doesn't Hake's old beard just make you feel good? Samuel the Swede, yes. Doesn't July just feel white, Samuel? I think so. Yeah, well, he looks better in a beard, brother. I honestly think all men look better in a beard, if I'm honest. Based, very based, yeah. The globalists are trolls. It's pretty funny. Yeah, the globalists are. Well, what the fuck are they on about anyway? I mean, it's the stupidest plan I've ever heard. Yet they're all so bought in now because it's like at least 100 years old that they're just doing it anyway. But can you imagine if you were one of these sort of grifters, the establishment grifters that had sort of become a politician or a media personality, and signed on to this long ago, thinking you're nifty because you're part of the power structure, you know? The Jimmy Kimmels or the Hillary Clintons, although she's probably a bit higher up. But you know, those sorts of scumbags. If you at this point, if you saw what it actually looked like, their plans as they're putting it in, you know, the mass jabby campaign and all that, wouldn't you start to think that excuse me, is so this is the new world order? This is what it looks like? Is this it really? Do we have to really manage the numbers of everybody? I can't say that. You know what I mean. You know what I'd like to say. Michelle 67, Matt the American, Hell 21. So why are we the only prostitutes for sale? Well picked up on, Michelle. For hire, honey, not for sale. You're not slaves. Don't degrade yourself. It's just a one night deal. Don't worry about it. Jim Justice, Tame Impala drummer, play like Ringo though. Tame Impala singer sound like John Lennon, and it's not even a joke. I love Kevin Parker is the genius behind Tame Impala. In fact, Kevin Parker he puts the whole songs together. The band is just a fiction. The band, if you watch the little documentary about Kevin Parker, the band is actually a fiction. He puts it all together and then gets the band together for a tour after the fact. So so Kevin Parker, aka John Lennon, is essentially Ringo, and it's the hi-hats. It's all about the production on the hi-hats. Fanning is Ringo's style. You probably know this, Jim Justice, if you're into your drums. It's where you sweep across the hi-hat. That's how you get that Ringo kind of swagger. True story. It is a true story. Sorry everyone else having to suffer that shit, but that is a true fact. And actually, I once sampled the drum kit and deliberately put fanning in there as an option. Forward fan, backward fan, because I'm big time into Ringo. I'm a big Ringo fan, but only for his work on Thomas the Tank Engine. Michael Hayward, and if I claim to be a wise man, it surely means that I don't know. I have to assume again that they are song lyrics. I'm Bob Dole. Okay. 9 of 3,000, the pen is mightier than the sword. Yes, that was a line that I first heard in an Indiana Jones film, actually. Remember that? Remember that? Big Boy 4, they got John Cena speaking Chinese eating ice cream in the back of the car. Well, that sounds like quite the video. Um, Soul Patch, do you say that? Soul Patch Hake? I don't actually know that reference. See, that's next level fandom. That's beyond me, TTT. So there you go. Matt the American, wishful thinking on its part. Right, on it. Don't call me an it, dude. And you are definitely still for hire, so fuck you. Hell 21, didn't think I'd noticed that, did you? Too bad. Unless I got that wrong, in which case, sorry. Hell 21, these peasants couldn't afford my rates, Michelle. You'd definitely be the most high class one if it was just out you and Matt the American. That is for sure. Hell, I reckon you'd be more of a draw than Matt the American. No offense, Matt. True. Tar Baby Yoda, you know Maze wants James Mugg crammed betwixt her old legs, Tireless B. Oh, Maisie, yeah. You know Maisie wants James Mugg crammed betwixt her old legs. That's very funny. I don't doubt it, you know. I don't doubt it, Baby Yoda. I think you're right. Scotty FJC. Matt the American, did Hake shave for a woman? That is the question. Did Hake shave for... That's a good question, Matt the American. Yes. Remember that woman that rang in and hooked up with Hake? What was she called? Remember the woman? She was asking, what's your favourite food? And he said pizza. And there was a whole sort of cringe fest about that, you know? Jesse was ribbing him about it. Ben Hogg's on the air, all the air. I imagine you say on the air. She black. Yeah. She black, all right. Tar Baby Yoda. Oh, yeah. Maisie is very black. She's like, she's a relic, man. She's got that whole, she's the voice that I would associate as being Tom's owner out of Tom and Jerry, you know? You know the woman in the apron with the legs who tries to hit Tom with the, you know, the sweepy brushy thingy. That's who I imagine when I hear Maisie. Jim Justice, Norm Macdonald, Jeopardy, Burt Reynolds will always be classic. Samuel the Swede, we ask him if he ever come on to our show again, Matt the American. We ask him if he ever come on our show again. Have Nick get a burrito for me. Yeah, definitely get Nick to get a burrito, please. Nick is doing a fine job. And by the way, I don't know if anyone was in the chat box. I was the first person to predict that Nick was going to fill in for Jesse. I was the first person. You can go and check that shit out. I was the first person on it. I was like, Nick's going to do it. I can't remember what I said now. But then Nick did do it. True story. And then Nick got on and said, whoa, everyone in the chat predicted that I was going to do it. I don't know how. And I was like, it was me. It was me. Richard Upton, Jim Justice, yes, Sean Connery was funny on those Jeopardy sketches. I've never actually seen one of those. I might look that up later. Second port, Hell 21 rates. What a pasty. Nick, get the phone. Exactly. Right. You actually had when Hake is back on the cross stream, we will ask him. If you actually had Hake on the cross stream, joking aside, Matt the American, if you have, mate, that's fucking awesome. Whoa. Dude, if you've actually had Hake on there, new levels of respect. Really, really, brother. That is awesome. Man. Oh, I'd love to have Hake on here, man. I'd love to get into an interview with Hake. Dude. Yeah, let's do that, man. Oh, dude. Do you see it's being performative? Do you know what I love? I'm sure you guys are all sort of up to speed with this stuff. You know the kill streams. Have you seen Jesse on all the kill streams? The mad debates he gets into there. I mean, just that whole corner of the internet, that whole world, and it's an honor to be starting to become kind of part of it with you guys. I'm honored. Thank you. But Jesse is awesome, and just to think that what's he now? 76 or something crazy. Think someone of his age could be the coolest kid on the block. I mean, literally, the kill stream is probably the coolest little dingiest stoner room on the internet. And Jesse is the draw. Jesse is the main draw. Everyone loves him. So, And actually, Jesse went up against it with Crowder, didn't he, man? I think Jesse sort of ended up calling Crowder out for a bunch of shit, actually, funnily enough. So, Jesse stands head and shoulders above them all, let's face it. Jesse, we wish you a speedy recovery. We do. Until then, I'm going to grift all your subscribers for my B channel. No offense. Thank you. I'm doing God's work, just like you. You never know. I might have to become the new Jesse Lee Peterson. It's true. It's like a room. That's if Hake and Nick can't pull their finger out and actually figure out what you've been going on about all these years, about free will. Come on, guys. It's not hard. No such thing as free will. Nada. Not at all. TTT, it's like a room full of mechanics. Okay, then. I wonder if Wagon Breath. Actually, I just saw her. Still listening, making supper. Okay, well, knowing how slow I am at this shit, that was ages ago. Greg's past it. Yeah, I was thinking Greg's past it when Saggy said that. Funnily enough, yeah, no doubt about it. I'll get you a Greg's pasty, hell. How about that? And I'll even throw in a drink too. There you go. You can have an Oasis. Fuck it. My treat. Michelle 67. The voice that kills your soul equals Ben Shapiro. Absolutely fucking right, Michelle 67. I called that shit out on Hake's show. Total fucking sellout. Shilling for Israel. Ben Shapiro pretending to be America first. That guy, man. Yeah. And the way he signed on to the jibber jabby bullshit. Well, I'm kind of glad about what's happened the last 2 years. If ever you had doubt about who was who, you're starting to see who the fuck is who. So it's all good. Matt the American, it's all the soy lattes at Starbucks. Jim Justice, yes. Jim Justice, Nambler, all about playfulness with the boys. Right. See, I don't know that reference, but that sounds like it's probably hilarious. Tar Baby Yoda, I use comedy to say things I couldn't otherwise. Exactly. Like, I want to have sex with my stepsister. Only joking. But it's okay, because it's my stepsister. Wagon Bread, still listening, making supper. Good. Jim Justice, Jojo was a non-Jews playing member. I don't know who Jojo is, but okay then. Richard Upton, Wagon, I thought you were going on to the stream. Starting to think you might be, Shooter. Yeah, the Tar Baby Yoda, comedy is key to civilization. Active Shooter really likes Justin Bieber. And if you jump on the stream, you'll all get to meet Justin Bieber. Have you ever wondered what Justin Bieber with a little less estrogen would look like? Well, we have a treat in store for you guys. If only Wagon Breath could pull her finger out of the of the beans on toast she's making for her and her fatherless child, and get the fuck on the stream and say hello to you all. I mean, it would be a mega grift campaign, Wagon. You probably should do it. Sherelle Snow. Hey, sunshines. Ta-da. It's not a gay stream anymore, hell, is it? We've got at least 4 whammins in. Amazing. Now fight over us. Matt the American, this was one of the good calls. Hake has so many horrible callers, outlying named Tony. Yeah. Well, Matt the American, that's very sweet, and I really appreciate you saying that. Like I said, I think I could have done a better job. I mean, he could tell that I was a serious dude. He could tell that I take, he could tell that I'm a real dude, and that we're on a level. So that was the important thing. It's just, it's hard to kind of to know what you want to do with something like that in a short amount of time, and but I don't know how he gave me a shout out. I mean, that was awesome. I can't believe that he actually let me, name the channel. That was amazing. And Nemo told me like he doesn't normally let people do that sort of thing, which I sort of knew myself, but TTT, I gotta run, fam. You'll be blessed. Well, it's nice to meet you, TTT. Really good to see you. So, Hell21, hey, Sherelle. Threesome? Only joking. Scotty FJC, for Christmas. TTT, thanks for hosting Hiveless Beat. Take care, bro. It's my pleasure, brother, honestly. Really nice to meet you all. I've enjoyed it a lot. Michelle67, what's life without laughter? Exactly. Or threesomes. Tar Baby Yoda, hiveless mentality. Hiveless mentality, exactly. Be free, or free be, or be cool, or something be. Hiveless be. Be not part of the Borg fam. Join a joke cult. Michael Hayward, show me some funny. Show me the funny. I can't do it on demand. I'll do it later. I'm trying. Shit. Dance Monkey. No. Jim Justice. False white pill. All I got, Jake. False white pill. False white pill. All I got, Jake. What the? What's the? Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what the I know I should know this because I've previously in a stream admitted my ignorance when it comes to some of this stuff. I know the red pill, obviously. I'm well and truly after the red pill myself. I know what the black pill is. What is the white pill? Is that like is that got a racial element to it, presumably? What is the white pill? Maybe I shouldn't ask that shit. I'm just ignorant to things that I probably should know about. Matt the American didn't sound nervous at all. Really? Ah, well, that's respect, brother. I listened back to it because I know me. I know I was sort of. I don't like things to be forced. I like them to flow, and there was a little bit of it that was just a little, not forced too much. It was okay. I was all right with it. I'd like to have a better meeting with Hake. I'd like to have a much better meeting with him. And I think I will one day. I think I will. I'll get into it with him properly. Jim Justice wasn't bad. Okay, good. Good call, Hiveless. Well, was it that long ago that I'm reading all this shit, so I really am behind, aren't I? Nice call. Well, everyone's saying nice call. Well, I respect that. That's very, very cool. Thank you. Better than my calls. Okay. The Hake has found his voice. The Hake is amazing. Yeah, man after my own heart. Going for a bath, Saggy. If you abuse me in chat, I will be none the wiser. She's spying and lurking. Don't you down it. Hey, hell. Send video. I'm due for this month's pick for the calendar. Send me video. Send me picture. Tyrone Smith. Hake is a little homegrown. Eeyore, yeah. Well, it is funny how the Jesse's opinions have sort of taken shape in sort of forming Jake's why do you keep calling him Jake? Hake's personality. Hake's personality. Well, I know the days when Hake was at the church, and you could still, if you listen back to the old church from circa 15, maybe even 20 years ago, I think I can hear Hake in the audience being very painfully shy, like incredibly painfully shy. And, you know, and I know Jesse takes a pride in where he's brought Hake. It just goes to show, man, where you can get to with sort of seeing yourself the right way up. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this whole agenda. But Hake and Nick and Chris will, they'll carry on that institution, man. No doubt about it. Richard Upton, I'd like to be an English wheel. Can I be an English wheel for the crew? Can I be an English contingent? Let me be part of the crew. Richard Upton, Hell 21. If you need someone to do your back, I'm here. Lol. What those spongy things called? Loofah. Is it a loofah? A Luftwaffe? Luftwaffe? Something German. No, isn't it a loofah or something? Use a loofah. Anyway. Right. I know that was ages ago, so I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm going to have to do? Does B have a stalker? What? Yes, I do, Tyrone Smith. I do. It's true. Sherelle Snow, enjoy your bath. You should join her, Sherelle, and send video. Raymond. Right. You know what? I'm just gonna actually. And Hobbs is in. Hello, Hobbs. Good to see you. Yeah, well done. No piss breaks. So actually, this is amazing. How long you can go and forget that you need to piss. I've done a 7-hour stream before. I don't think there was a piss break. Amazing. Sherelle Snow, right, what are you actually saying? I can't stand George Soros. I remember when I was talking crap about him on my YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel? Yeah. Back in 2017, if you have a YouTube channel from way back then, you must have a pretty nice sized YouTube channel. And I swear he called my phone. It was scary. Well, how could George Soros have called your phone? Sherelle Snow, what's your channel? Is it after your name there? Let me see. Sherelle Snow. Put a link in the chat, Sherelle. Are you actually a mod yet, by the way? Did I mod Sherelle? Oh, Bradley's not a mod either. Bradley, didn't your can everyone remind me if Bradley Smith is part of your crew? Can you remind me if Bradley Smith is the crew? I sort of forget, but I'm pretty sure someone said that Bradley Smith was part of the crew. Let me know. Sherelle, right, let's see. I can read for shit, Jim Justice. Fuck you. Well, I'm way behind. I didn't know I was that far behind. Well, I might just skip Jim Justice forever now then. Okay, it's good advice, Jim. Don't know what I got wrong, mate, but I'm trying my best. Right. Michelle Seymour, hey, remember me? Hi, guys. It's good to see you, honey. Good to see you. What are you saying? Reading the chat is the most entreating thing I experienced in a long time. Entertaining. There you go. Samuel the Swede. Well, you know, you guys have got some good wit about you, so why not? And anyway, I usually do this whilst waiting for people to respond to me. But I think what it is there's so many people in that my normal format is just sort of crumbling under the pressure of the popularity of the B channel. So I think what I'm going to have to just do, well, forgive me, everyone. I know I've been saying this for ages, but I'm just going to actually catch up with you real time. Sherelle, I really want to check Sherelle's channel out. Well, I might check it out later, Sherelle, unless you're a mod, which I can't remember. If you are a mod, just post a link to your channel, honey, and show yourself out. And And I might say, actually, if anyone from the cross stream wants to shill out your channel, let's do this. Somebody post a link to the cross stream, and I'll pin your channel at the top of the chat box. Although it's probably, well, yeah, so that any of my crew can go and jump over, and anyone who's just rolled up. We all raided the cross stream earlier on request of the little fish, who I haven't seen for ages, actually. And yes, so we got loads of the cross stream crew in our chat because we went over there, gave them some love, and we got the love back. What was I gonna say? So yeah. What'd you say? Unmoderated? What? Are you actually no? Oh, you actually thought I was going to unmod you? No, I didn't. I didn't say that. Oh, as in, right? That was your way of letting me know that my. I get you. That's very. Jim, that was. I get you, mate. I get you. I'm sort of with you now. That means that my very cynical interpretation of something you'd said with the "it's." I remember it was a misinterpretation. Well, I got there in the end, mate. I think there's a lot of guesswork that goes on with this sort of stuff. It's kind of a hard thing to navigate in real time, but I'm with you, mate. You good, fam. You good. Is this still working? I'm a bee. No, you're not unmodded, mate. You good. You good, fam. We good. I get you now. I misread something. My bad. My bad. Appa, mate. Right, here we go. Right, actually, right. I know you guys don't know what I'm doing, but all I'm doing in StreamYard is I'm spending a lot of time trying to scroll forward to actually catch up with the bottom of the chat. Right, here we are. Good. All right, I'm with you now. We're actually, oh, good. And Sherelle posted a link. That's good. I have only like 500 subscribers. That's like me saying I only have 3 tits. Sherelle, give me some subscribers. Sherelle, and an extra tit. Give me something at least. Well, actually, Sherelle, let me see. All right, well, what I'm gonna. Well, Hobbs beat me to it. Sherelle Snow's channel. That was very good, Hobbs. Well, since Sherelle's gone ahead and posted it herself, Hobbs, I'll use hers to pin, and I will pin you for a little bit, Sherelle, and I'll also staple your comment to the top of my chat box. Get it? Right, there you go. I've pinned your message. So basically, if anyone wants to go and sub to a channel I know nothing about at all, at the top of the chat box, then I've just pinned it for now while I wait for the cross stream to pull their finger out and produce a a link. Right, what's she saying? What are you actually saying? I have more videos on my Odyssey channel. They don't censor you over yet there. I'm in the process, Sherelle, of trying to download all of my YouTube long-ass live streams just so I can transfer them over to Odyssey, basically. I'm there. And I might just start doing live streams on YouTube and private them straight afterwards and just farming them out to BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, basically. And I know that Odyssey is the best of the bunch. But good. Art Matters. What are you saying? Art Matters, all good, Hiveless, 80s music, reminisce chat. All right, no worries, no worries. All right, yeah, that can get to you. Well, if you're having a good time, then that's all right, mate. Richard Upton, Hiveless, put in a link for Wagon Breadth. Yes, I should chill out Wagon Breadth a little bit. Put in a link for Wagon Breadth. I see what you. Thank you, Richard. There you go. You are good for some things. In other words, I'm with you. He saw that Wagon Breadth is gagging for a link, and she's going to be annoyed, probably been asking me on Messenger, and I've failed to get to her. All right, here's the link. Here's the link. Wagon, there's the link. Thanks, Richard. I do appreciate it, mate, because I've obviously scrolled past it. Very good. Shit, Richard, you're quite useful for a total fucking troll. Aaron Smith, Wagon Breath, the cross stream is the way to go. Oh, they're trying to draft Justin Bieber to their stream. Well, she's quite attractive for a Bieber lookalike, I gotta say. But she's mine. Hands off. Only joking. Go, please, Wagon. Go to their stream. Matt the American, we represent. Yes. Chessboard icon, the great. My friggin' lid is universal. It fits all. Chessboard. I was reading through your emails today. Thank you so much. They're really cool. There's a few of them. I've got halfway through your letter that you sent to Icon, but that you forwarded to me. So let me get through that, and I'll just give me a little bit of time. I'll respond to you, dude. But I'm not quite the writer. It's not that I can't write. It's just I find it very boring to write. I'd much rather speak. But yeah, if you give me a bit of time, mate, I will respond to you across the chessboard. But yeah, it is good to see you, Chessboard, and I really appreciate you sending me that stuff. It's very interesting learning about your life. Very interesting life. Chessboard is the resident 74-year-old dude who's had a rather interesting existence, I have to say. So yeah, if you want to go and check out his graphics, he does computer graphics and interesting intros. If you want to go and look at some of them, check out his channel. And you can post your channel, Chessboard, if you want people to go and check it out. And anyone who wants to post their channel, link to their channel, go ahead, honestly, do it. Cross-pollination stream, you know. Everybody can sub to everybody else. Jim Justice, I came here because Matt and Sammy. I blame Matt and Sammy, yes. Well, I'm glad you're here, Jim Justice. I don't know what floats your boat, brother, but we good, fam. We good. Anyone who looks like Mel Gibson, I get that little wink. But anyone who looks like Mel Gibson is all right in my books. Michael Hayward, I don't know for sure. Icon's here. Good. Well, obviously, I had to just skip past a lot of people, so I don't actually know who's in. But anyway, I better not lose my place again. Hey, let me just... What are you saying, son? What are you saying? Harvest B, you literally only half-assed quote me 4 times. I appreciate actual quotes. Well, did I get that one right? Will you do a show? I am dyslexic. I try my best. I blat. I'm the new Jesse Lee Peterson. I can't read either. Samuel the Swede. Charlie Snow, no thanks. All right. What are you saying? Tyrone Smith, Harvest B, you call Jim Justice Mr. Niggus. Okay, then. I will. Jim, this is the chill stream. Yes, chill, Jim. Calm down. Richard Upton, yeah, Sherelle, that's good. I'm in Spain, and things are starting to turn a bit nasty here. Protests all over. Oh, yeah, you have said that you were Spain before, or something. Yes, finally I got it right. Good. Well, there you go. Well, I'll watch it back, mate. I will watch it back, and I'll see what the hell I was butchering. My apologies, dude. My apologies. It's just what you get when you well, it's just the horrible combination of Lex Dyslexia and Lex, you know, that condition where you can't read, and paranoia. It's just the horrible combination of the two that leads to some interesting effects. Wow, so it's my fault that I alienated myself from everybody. Shit. Should have learned to read. Jim Justice, when fuck quoting up you though? When you fuck up quoting though? Yes, indeed. We'll try writing something coherent at least, Jim, if you want me to say it properly. Tyrone Smith, capital M on Mr. Right. Only a man with a very big PP insists on you capitalizing his M. Michael. Yes. Richard Upton, Hiveless has caught up. Yes, I finally have. Matt the American, it's been normal here in Indiana for a long while. Well, good for you. I know that certain states, I know Florida hasn't really ever been in lockdown and all that sort of stuff either, right? I think they had a week of it and then they've been chilling. Florida is the place for me if I was to go anywhere. Although Icon insists that it'd just be easier for a military invasion of Florida because of the way they, because the nature of the peninsula and whatnot. But anyway, Jim Justice, I'm glad you are with us now. Well, thank you, sir. I'm starting to be nice now, are we, Jim? Yes. Well, good. Richard Upton, yeah, Matt, it just seems to be Europe that's going to shit. Well, and Australia and New Zealand and Eastern Europe and, yeah, everywhere. Going to shit because we're under the EU here. Well, the EU's no better, is it? Isn't von der Ursula, whatever, hasn't she been shilling for Big Pharma? Chilling. Well, good, Sherelle. Chill. Chill in a bath with Hell 21. How is that bath, Hell 21? Hey, Sherelle, pass Hell 21 the loofah thingy. You know that German back scratchery thingy? It's just over there. Go and get it. Samuel the Swede, Hiveless Beat, no one cares about what Jim Justice say. You're welcome to fuck it up. Thank you. Very cool. And I'm inclined to agree. Very much inclined to agree, Samuel. Jim Justice, circumcised Big M. Yes, well, if he wasn't, it might have been Little M. Because apparently it was tight and that's why they had to do it. No, it wasn't for religious reasons. It's because his dad was stingy with skin. Art Matters. Matt the American, have you visited Devil's Mountain? It sounds like a cool place. Michael Hayward, take Upton back to the dungeon. Right. Oh, man. You know what I'm going to have to do in the background real quick, but I don't want it to throw me off where I am. I'm just going to have to check. I'm going to have to open up Facebook just to see if Wagon hasn't messaged me in Messenger. Right. Sherelle. Sorry, Richard. COVID camps are being built everywhere. Right, man. Absolutely. You don't get away from that shit. That's absolutely right. Hola, buenas noches y bienvenida a la COVID camp. Pretty freaky stuff. Well, at least now that no one can deny the New World Order, and anyone who does at this point, they are the moron. There can be no more mercy. Although I'm only playing, you know, inevitably, there's no such thing as free will, so they didn't choose to be utterly ignorant. So we do have to be compassionate and patient to a fault. And I always tell my crew, and I know I've got a bit of a different crew in tonight, so I'll tell you it really quickly as well. There is that contingent of people, some of my siblings would fall into, that are actually kind of awake to what's going on, and they're supple for waking up right now. I think the booster campaign might be a step too far for their worldview to remain intact. I think it's just too much doublethink. They're pushing hard with that stuff after they've already signed on for the two they were unsure of, you know. So I'd work on that contingent of people right now, and everyone with memes on Facebook and the like are working hard on that contingent because they understand it's a numbers game. If that 20 to 30%, possibly up to 40% of the population can collapse into the anti, New World Order jab campaigners, then that could make all the difference. And now's the time to put the work in. In fact, we already put the work in, didn't we? I know what it's like. I know the sort of work I've been putting in with my family. They're supple for some of them, at least. Some of them are just signed on to the bitter end. They don't want to think for themselves. But good luck, man. But keep working on that lot. I know you got fatigue. I know it's boring. I know you've already given up on those people. It wouldn't take much at this point. Just fucking keep it real. Keep keeping it real, man. And they'll start to realize that, oh shit, I've signed on to the Fourth Reich. Good luck. The game now is to replace everyone in the institutions, like the healthcare institution, government, although government's already captured pretty much, and the police services or whatnot, with people that are happy to sign on to this agenda. In other words, people that are supple to that form of hypnosis. So this is what they're doing. They're replacing everyone in these institutions with their own people, or at least people that are very heavily influenced and brainwashed. So, so that bit of the game is going to continue to be pushed forward or through. But in terms of what I've just been telling you about, that contingent of people that are suppled for waking up, that's where our time is best spent now, on top of us planning for contingencies to do with backup food stores, contingency plans for getting out of Dodge and heading to the hills if you've got to do it. Water filters, man. I normally link to a really good water filter that's quite inexpensive in my descriptions. I haven't done on this particular description, but I will after the fact. After the show, I'll post it in there. But, right, let me just check Facebook, people. Let me just see that Wagon Breath hasn't been messaging me. A Wagon's here. I already see her. I see you, honey. All right. Everybody meet Justin Bieber. Yay, Justin Bieber. You got no sound, honey? No sound. All right. What is that stupid circle that you've got around your screen, by the way? That misty circle. I noticed that yesterday. It's like, what the... what? It's the Democrat-ran states. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mate, it's... I know, dude. I know it is. Right, you still got no sound, honey? Have I got sound? Oh, yeah. I can't hear you, hon. Mute. Oh, yeah, here you go. I'm trying to... Can't unmute. It's saying I can't unmute you because the guest chooses to mute themselves. That's what it's saying to me. So I don't have the power to unmute you. Okay. She'll be back. There you go. Guys, a bit of totty for you all. In the form of someone who looks exactly like Justin Bieber. Because I know my crew. Richard Upton, Charlie, I heard that only in Australia. That's right, yeah. But they are mental there. They won't get away with it anywhere else. Well, they will get away. Well, I don't see it in those terms, man. I mean, they're planning to get away with it. I think you think too highly of your countrymen, probably, or they'll get away with it. Look, I kind of hear you, Richard Upton. I kind of hear what you're saying, but it's like... I think we might as well assume that they will get away with it and plan for that eventuality, because they seem to be belligerently pushing everything through that they want to push through at the moment. So, yeah, there is something about the Australian... Well, I was trying to say this to Scotty yesterday, and I think Scotty misunderstood me and got defensive about something. I see your wagon, hang on. Got defensive about something to do with the Australian spirit. I wasn't challenging that, Scotty. I was just saying that there's something in the Australian personality or character that allows for a particular archetype or something, a particular set of attitudes that in this particular case is being taken full advantage of and looks a particular way in when it comes to the power structure. Are you there yet, honey? Right. I mean, I can't hear you, but I don't know what you're saying. But you can ride shotgun with me if you can suss out the sound. That's up to you. I can't hear you, honey, but you can just stay there looking glitchy for the boys. Jim Justice, Samuel the Swede, Satan telling me to ask how the jogging helping with the Barney Franks. Do me a favor, Wagon. Stop the camera at least, so I don't have to look at you poking the screen because that's really annoying. Thank you. And then figure out what you got to do. All right. Swede, what? Samuel the Swede, Satan telling me to ask how the jogging helping the Barney Franks, and you were concerned about me reading out your messages accurately, Jim Justice. Oh, what I was missing out on. It's almost like I filled in the missing vowels. Awesome. Richard Upton, Tyrone Hershey. Okay. Well, I missed that. I missed that. Oh, right. Oh, what are you saying? Sorry, what are you saying? Tyrone Smith, Richard's giving out warnings, but is the only one in the chat without the wrench. That is bold. That is certainly bold. Well, yes. I might have to watch the chat box back and see what Richard's been saying. Sherelle Snow, Matt the American, that it is. Behead Upton at dawn. Okay. Don't know what you've been getting yourself into, Upton. That's funny. Well, does everybody know about the... what's that experiment that led to... What's the prison guard experiment? You ever hear about that? The prison guard experiment where half of the participants were divvied up to be pretend prisoners and half of them were divvied up to be pretend prison guards. And they had to stop the experiment early because the guards were brutalizing the prisoners because there's some sort of power... corruption occurs inevitably when you give people supposed positions of authority or titles or something like that, or power over others. It's really hard to stop humans getting corrupted. So these were just normal participants participating in a psychological experiment, and even they became corrupted and started brutalizing the pretend prisoners that hadn't even committed any crimes. So, I'm slightly worried that everyone with blue spanners might be abusing Richard Upton only on account of the fact that corruption tendency in humans, but also I suspect that Richard Upton deserves it. So everybody time Richard Upton out right now on command. 3, 2, 1, zap the odd one out. Zap him. I'm only joking, but you can. But I am joking. Michael Hayward, God shave the Queen. Very funny. Samuel the Swede, not passionate. That's female. Thank you. Exactly. See, this is why I love Jesse Lee Peterson's crew. The true stoic attitude. Right, brother. Absolutely right. Jim Justice, Samuel the Swede, you made fun of the man boobs of an ancient Egyptian scribe, though. Right, like one of the moobs. Did they? Was that on some parchment, or are you talking about hieroglyphs? Some sort of hieroglyphic of some saggy moobs? Yes, I imagine so. Richard Upton, but I honestly don't think they will get away with mandatory vaccinations throughout Europe. Well, I hear what you're saying. They're definitely pushing for that in Germany. It's going to happen in Germany. They're saying February, the vote's going through. They will just keep restricting people who aren't vaccinated with certificates, etc. But that's the trick, Richard. See, you've missed the trick there. I hear you, and I respect where you come from, and you're very cogent, and you are thinking, and I respect it. But that is a form of vaccine mandate, because if you lessen the quality of life for those that have not signed on. That is its own form of vaccine mandate. In fact, the very point is, Richard, that this mandates for vaccines coming. I shouldn't even say the word. In fact, how have you even? Right. Okay. Anyway, there's jabs, there's jab mandates coming through regardless, right? In the places they can get away with them, in the places they can get away with them coming in wholesale, they're doing it. Let me just check this. Hello. Yes, and in the places they can't get away with that, and probably that stands here too, they're going to do it per institution. Like you can't join the NHS without them, you can't join the police without them, until slowly, and they'll encroach slowly like that. And not even that slowly, they'll get that much in, and then they'll push forward. But they will drive it home. In each of the places, they'll get as much as they can get close to a sort of mandate, and they'll edge it forward like governments always do. Even in the UK, they'll do things. You mark my word, they'll do things like an age limit. So you have to get it. It'll be a mandate for over 60s, and then that'll turn into a mandate for over 55s, and then that'll turn into it for over 40-year-olds. And by the time you've let that go in for the elders, you've already incurred the sort of well, you're already fucked because you ain't got a leg to stand on because you deviated morally. And this is how they do it. You know, this is how they do it. This is how they're going to do it, brother. You'll see. They'll fucking do it. You better be ready to seriously dip out of society. Right now, we need to work on strengthening our networks. There's going to come a time where if you haven't signed on for these mandates, that you won't be able to access the internet. Go and read Operation Lockstep. That's all about biometric IDs and state authoritarian overreach as well, due to a novel coronavirus, I think, or pandemic. The plan is that, you know, Klaus Schwab's cyber pandemic that's coming, that he's already let you know is on its way. There's going to come a time where, for whatever it is, whether it's a solar flare, whether it's that, and I've said before, I suspect Elon Musk's so-called flying 5G arrays, I suspect them for being EMP technology or something. Allegedly, it's just a guess. I'm just messing around. But the point is that, well, we'll see what happens. But one way or another, dude, there's going to come a time where if you haven't signed onto their agenda, you ain't allowed on the internet, brother. That's on its way. Anyway, I've got off on a tangent, but yeah. What were you saying, Matt? I don't want to get too far behind, but I'll read yours because it's a little mini essay that you bothered to write just for me, so I better read it. And by the way, Wagon, where are you at, man? You're not having any success. What's going on? Matt the American, Bush. Oh, there you are. No success. Can't get the sound. Is that because of the new earbuds? Is that due to the new earbuds? You don't know. No earbuds, and it won't even work the old school way, right? Fair enough. All right. Well, too bad, honey. That sucks ass. I don't know what's up with that. Well, I wanted you to come on and give me a break from being me. It's a little too, I know, it's too intense me being, well, maybe I could just lip read you. Should we do that instead? You love me, you camp B. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, that sucks. I think. Well, can't you go and reset your phone or something and figure out what's going on? Or I'll try. All right. I'll see you soon. All right. All right. Matt the American, Bush Senior told the world about the New World Order. Yes, he did. I tried to show my brothers the footage actually. 2 years ago, before this whole debacle, but anyway, he didn't believe me. It was literally a compilation of all the world leaders talking about, we have a real chance for the New World Order. Bush Senior told the world about New World Order, but JFK did it when Bush was CIA. Yeah, you know, right before JFK lost his head in Dallas. JFK tried to save America. Yes, he did. We are under that coup still today. Right on, Matt the American. It's the what do they call it? The Anglo-American Empire, Matt the American, the Anglo-American Empire. Absolutely. And there's obviously a major shift now towards China, pivot to Asia or whatever. But the real Anglo-American Empire is just going behind the scenes now. But they're still very much in charge. And that is the British Crown, essentially. Yeah. That the CIA was always an asset of. And America was always, if you ever look into the capitalized United States of America, the corporation, there's few things in the early Constitution that allude to the fact that it was always, it was turned into a corporate America under the guise of becoming a, a country outside of the purview of the crown. It never really did become that. So that's probably what the Civil War was really about, in fact. Even though I know little about it, but, I just generally know, I generally understand and appreciate the sort of real powers at play. And America never did get her independence, unfortunately, bruh. But yeah. Richard Upton, that's true, Matt. JFK knew too much. Yeah, poor dude. His speech is, I know, his speech is awesome. That speech. I might play it on here one day. And we think secret societies are abhorrent and shit. We don't like them. Something like that. Freemasons are crap. Not as good as the B-Masons. We're okay with joke cults. We just don't like the real cult. And actually, there is there's a really good documentary I found recently that talks about how the Illuminati took over Freemasonry. I will post a link to that very soon. I've mentioned it in my last 3 live streams. I keep forgetting to do it, but I actually will post a link to it very soon. Anyway, Jim Justice, you should not hold on to stuff that's female. Unless it's titties. You can hold on to titties. Totally fine. Michelle67, you'll need to come spend Christmas with me in the Smoky Mountains. We'll get a huge cabin and chill. That sounds like quite the sesh, Michelle. I'm in. I'm game. Let's do it. Richard Upton, all of Europe's burning up, but it's not being reported on by the news at all. I know it's. I know there's a lot of protests and stuff, but I didn't know. I don't know what you're referring to there, but yeah, you've probably got your ear to the ground a bit more than I do on that front. Jim Justice, so your boobies, Samuel the Swede, don't sry. Yes, you really cannot speak properly, can you, Jim Justice? Too bad that I wasn't reading out your exact messages before. Only playing I love you. Chessboard, Michael Hayward, I think I read a few weeks ago Barbados was shaving the Queen. Well, listen, you know what I might do, everyone? Because I'd actually planned to go on initially at sort of 9:30, 9:45, so that I could finish a stream and not piss off my neighbours, because I've been doing some that have been very late recently. So I have got a mind to start to wind her down, basically. So maybe within the next 10 minutes or so, I'll wind her down. But I hope everyone's had a good time. It was nice to meet you all, new crew. And I hope you stick around and hit the sub and the bell button, and we'll get into it. Like I'll come and hang out on the cross stream, and yeah, man, it'll be good. This could be quite a nice cross-pollination opportunity, because the cross stream, I know you'll appreciate that it's quite hard to get off the ground at this sort of level, isn't it? You know, especially with the algorithm the way it is and all that sort of stuff. So any sort of help is much appreciated. So I do appreciate one of the two hosts shilling for me hard. I haven't quite been able to decipher who is who in that regard. I know that the Swedish guy is the Swede. Who is the other guy that was on the screen? And forgive my ignorance, which one of you beautiful crew are the other guy that was shilling me out hard on the cross stream? Because I want to give you a proper thank you, because that was cool. But I'm happy to cut you guys promos and all sorts of stuff as well. So let's do it. Oh, and I really liked your organ music at the end as well. It was very relaxing. Art Matters, Matt the American, love from over the pond. Yes. Samuel the Swede, Jim Justice, I love my boobs. Shouldn't that be moobs, Swede? Or do you own a pair by proxy to your wife? Is that what you mean? Point Fire, I don't have much tolerance for libtards. Yeah, but necessarily we've got more tolerance for them than they do us because, we have to have. It's a condition. It's an actual illness, I think. So, I hear what you're saying. Tolerance. No, you shouldn't have tolerance for what's evil, but you can have compassion, because no one does evil on purpose. That's the point. Point Fire, right? There's no such thing as anything that's done on purpose. Tyrone Smith, not ultimately. Tyrone Smith, don't drink the Hake tap water. A filter is a must. Exactly. Agreed. Well, the Sawyer micro filter is the one I normally link to. The Sawyer micro filter, $35. It'll last you for life with no filter change, and it's very portable. So, I'd go for that one. Jim Justice, I do too, Samuel the Swede. Hee hee. Exactly. Right. Well, unfortunately, I was hoping you'd all get to meet Wagon Brett, aka Justin Bieber. But it's been a fail. Lesbian. Exactly. Matt the American, Art Manners, love from back across the pond. Here she is, lads. Well, she was for a second, but it didn't work out. And actually, that just shows me how far behind I got. Sherelle, anyone who's got clients is definitely either a prostitute or a masseuse. And I think both of them mean the same thing. Sherelle Snow, when clients say they're sick of COVID and they can't wait for things to get back to normal, shock their brains and tell them it will never be normal. Welcome to the New World Order. Okay, just a bit lower, honey. I feel a bit tense. Okay, whatever. New World, something. Okay. Sherelle, well, good for you, honey. Good for you. You are a woman after our own hearts, for sure. Tar Baby Yoda, libtards need an ass whooping. Yes, they do. Oh, they'll get it. It's just it might be the wrong side of their stupid revolution that's been funded by Soros, allegedly. Point Fire, Samuel the Swede, Merry Christmas, Samuel. I actually told someone in an argument that BLM is funded by Soros or some NGO owned by Soros or whatever. But either way, it's funded by him, regardless. And they were trying to claim that I am anti-Semitic because I claimed that George Soros is funding BLM. I told them in no uncertain terms that to claim that my legitimate criticism for the funding of terrorism by a man who happens to be Jewish and no doubt was selling out Jewish people at the Second World War was actually, anyway, I won't even get into that bit, but I think some of you will know what I'm talking about. He was going out with search parties with the Nazis and dobbing in his fellow men, let's say. And he's proudly put that on an interview, so that is common knowledge. But anyway, but claiming therefore that is anti-Semitic makes them the racist, even though there's no such thing as racism. But you know what I'm saying. Man boobs unite. Exactly. Well, if I'm not careful, I'll have them again. But hey, Richard Upton, Sherelle, Hink people will take the power back next year. They won't get away with this New World Order shit. They're going to belligerently push it through as hard as they can. And because we don't have the media on our side, we're kind of fucked. But I think it is going to force awake too many people. I think on balance, they've fucked up, Richard. So I kind of hear what you're saying, but they will get some of it in place. Look how much of it they've already got in place, even though it's an absolute shit show. Necessarily a part of their agenda is generating chaos. they're happy with this sort of chaos. They're happy for miscommunication. They're happy for the confusion. It's all part of their fog of war that they're creating. This is all also part of the plan. Really, the point is you're not going to be able to get access to good healthcare, good food. Society is going to be, ruined. We're fucked. That's all you need to know. We are fucked. But I'm not being a black pill. I'm not being black pilled when I say that, by the way, really, because I suppose you could think that I am being that way. No. On balance, we win. Like, on balance, spiritually, we win. And spiritually, they lose. Humanity needs this wake-up call. We are seeing the shadow aspects of the human condition forced out into the open. They've always been there. We've just come from a more ignorant state where we could still be in a blissful state of ignorance about, these sorts of ugly aspects of the human psyche. There's never been a greater time to be alive, to bear witness to all of this, and get to become a hero, to die on a hill that's worth dying on. So this might be, this hill, basically, the refusal to sign on to this stuff, could be the hill that most of us die on. It could be. We don't know. I'm happy for it to be that. Of all the hills, this is a pretty good one. But I'll tell you something, though, and this is why I called into Hake and got into it with him. Humor. It's the dark comedy of life. Humor will see you through. Humor's not just all about being funny. Humor is a sustaining, good, positive, playful attitude. And if you could see the divine comedy in this debacle of a New World Order, elitist Illuminati strategy for ushering in their heralded global governance and the dawning of the fourth industrial revolution and all that shit, the internet of bodies, smart cities, you name it, right? Allegedly, and I have to say that, then you just laugh all the way to the concentration camps. I mean the quarantine camps, of course. Sorry, I misspoke. Anyway, right, I'm going to skip past this. You know what? I'm probably going to just close it down, people. I've had a good one. I hope you've all had a good time. What I might do is, and I do apologize if I've missed a bunch of your comments, but like I said, the game isn't all about reading out every single one. Although Michelle Seymour, I might get this because I haven't read out any of yours yet. My daughter has that sweatshirt. So cute, love it. Ah, I missed something, but okay. Sounds cool. So people, if I haven't made at least 2 subscribers out of this total grift suggested by the little fish dude, I'll be very disappointed. So hit the sub button, hit the notification button, and we'll get into it, man. And we shall expand the universe with the cross stream. Stay safe, be laters. Exactly, Mr. Hugh. It's good to see you, bruh, really. Richard up tonight, all been fun as always. Richard, I love you, really. Yeah, it's good to see you. Colin Barrett, you're new, are you? Camps up here. Well, I'll get to you next time, Colin Barrett, but forgive me if I haven't modded you. But it's good to see you. All right then, people. Saggy's unsubbed. Well, just for that special honor, Saggy, I'll play Saggy Paws music. Colin Barrett, yay, respect. Matt the American, you subbed yesterday. I respect that, dude. I respect it. Jim Justice, you read all my comments and even wrong. I'm subscribing. Yay. Well, that's perfect. That's what it takes to get a sub. Well, it's an honor, Jim Justice. It really is. I finally grifted Jim Justice. Shit, I shouldn't sit like this because he might start thinking things. Finally got him out of Jesse Lee Peterson chat box. Shit, I do look a bit that way, don't I? But I'm not, allegedly. What's Wagon Breath linking to? Are you linking to, what's that? Is that your channel, honey? Because I'm happy to shill it out if it is, but you'd have to tell me what it is first. Tell me what it is, Wagon. I'll give you a chance. But is that your channel or what? What is that meant to be? Let me know. Oh, yeah, that's my channel. All right, well, let's do this really quickly because I'm going to give Wagon a chance to get a bit of love. See that link that Wagon Brett's just posted in the chat, everyone. Wagon is one of the crew. You didn't get to hear how annoying she is today, unfortunately. But if you go and sub to her channel, she might show you her boobies. You never know. Anyway. Oh, Chessboard, what are you saying? Icon is RTFM trying to figure out his mic and wants you to stay on. Oh. Oh, right, shit. Okay, I didn't know that. What does that mean? That he wants to jump on the stream? Well, it's a bit late for me anyway, Chessboard, to be fair. I mean, I've sort of gone a little bit late. If I missed him telling me that shit, then I've got to just it's too bad, man. Sorry, bro. Like I said, I'm a little concerned about the neighbours and thing. Right, bear with me. Wagon breadth, right. Well, Sherelle Snow, I hope you got a few subs out of that. I hope everyone subbed to Sherelle Snow. Here's Wagon Breadth. So I've just pinned Wagon Breadth's channel at the top of the chat. Please, could a bunch of you just go and give her a sub? Even if she just makes like 5 subs out of this, it'll be awesome. We're all part of the same crew, man. We get into it. I do little cameos over her chat. It's all good, man. So yeah. So yeah, Chessboard. Sorry, mate. Or Icon, I should say. And Chessboard, thanks for letting me know. Just got a bit late, Icon. I'm gonna have to close it down, mate. But you know, I wouldn't if I could. You know what I mean? If I could help it, I wouldn't do it. Right, everybody. Here's the outro music. You ready for it? I hope so. This is our resident, very talented dude with a very saggy paw. The guy called Saggy Paw in the chat makes awesome music for Asian cult women figures. In this case, he wrote a song called Bayduna. It's become a little bit of a favorite in these parts. So I do hope you enjoy the music. See you all soon, fam. Laters.